Morning. So today it is Monday the 31st of May and it's a bank holiday. I just wanted to share with you some of the really big challenges I faced this weekend and push myself to do, and just how I'm feeling in general, and just to basically put it out there and see if anybody else has been in a similar situation to me and feels the same way. So obviously, as someone with an eating disorder, it can be extremely hard to go to social gatherings, family gatherings, anything of the sort, especially when there's food involved. So last week, a couple of days before the weekend was due, my partner came to me and said, "Just to warn you, my family are having a barbecue at the weekend," and obviously I was invited as his partner, and his family obviously really wanted to see me. My partner was like, "Look, you don't have to go," but obviously inside, like, I place this pressure on myself, and I'm like, no, I've got to go. I was putting all of this pressure on myself, and I could feel the anxiety burning up inside of me, and I was starting to overthink the whole situation day in, day out, until the day arrived, and I was going to feel really bad about myself if I didn't go to this barbecue as his plus one and to see his family, because I thought that's what normal people do. I need to try and force myself to do it. What people don't see before these things is how much of your mental energy it physically takes up, how much worrying you do, all of the thoughts. I had major issues around food this week because all I could think about was food restriction, and it really affected me. And it's so hard, like when my routine gets thrown off, I just get so overwhelmed, like I don't even know how to describe it. So I felt really off my routine. That made me feel really upset and stressed. I was having episodes of just lying on the sofa crying, and that was making me feel like a really horrible person, because I thought, I can't be the partner that he deserves. Like, I always think he deserves better because I'm not completely normal yet. And I'm still striving every day to make myself a better person and improve in some way. And that's like one of my goals this week, is to improve myself as a person, or to challenge myself to something once every single day for the next 7 days. And I'm gonna do a challenge jar for that, and I'm gonna pick out daily one of those things and do it, just because the only way to overcome these fears and to try and be more normal and give him the life I think he deserves, I need to push myself to do the scary things. I can't just keep on staying in my safe bubble. Anyways, the day came and I wasn't sure I wanted to go, but I was getting texts from his family saying things like, "Oh, really looking forward to seeing you," and I obviously thought, well, I can't let anyone down. Then he was like, "I'll just lie and say I've got a sore stomach and we'll both not go," and I thought, no, that's not fair. I didn't want to feel like I was having that control over his life, like I was stopping him from seeing his family. That's the last thing I want, and it would make me feel like such a horrendous person. Like, I can't even describe how awful that would make me feel, because I feel like family, especially like to him, is so important, and I don't ever want to get in the way of that. And for something like that to get in the way, I just thought I would not be able to forgive myself. It would just be unforgivable. So I pushed myself to go, and I really pushed myself to try and engage with his whole family, but I was put in some very awful situations. I'm not yet ready. Like, I find it really hard to eat in front of people because of my eating disorder. I'm not yet ready to face lots and lots of desserts after meals. I managed to eat whilst I was there, which is a huge achievement, because anything outside of my home at the moment is such a big achievement. So I am proud of myself for that, and I need to give myself credit for that. But then I was faced in a situation where we're all sitting around the table and who wants dessert? Everyone putting their hands up and me just staring at the floor like, Lord help me. That's how it feels. To someone suffering from an eating disorder, that is the worst case scenario. Then for people to be like, do you want anything, and not understand why you don't want anything. So his granny was kind of like, oh, you don't know what you're missing out on, Beth. Are you sure you don't want dessert? I've got some of my Maltese tray bake, you like that, don't you? And it's like, oh my god, you don't really know how to respond. I wasn't sure how to respond, and I started to internally panic and sweat, and my heart was beating so fast out of my chest, I can't even describe it. I thought, oh my god, I'm going to pass out in this moment, because I was in such a state of panic. But like, I don't show it when I'm in these situations. It's just inside, I feel like I'm dying. So anyway, I pushed myself to do it. I got through it. I'm really, like, none of his family know about my illness. Nobody, haven't told anybody, haven't got to the point where I feel like I can. But I feel like his mum kind of knows something's up, because she was like, oh Beth, do you want us to barbecue your corn, uncomfortable food, or do you want to microwave it? And you can get it whenever you want. Like, she wasn't putting any pressure on me, and I can't even tell you, like, I thought, wow, that takes a lot of pressure off, and it made me feel so much better. But the whole time I was just thinking, like, in that dessert scenario, he deserves a girlfriend that can be normal and do these things. And I started to really hate myself. So I could feel like the internal hatred and the anxiety was building up. And then finally it was over. Went to go speak to his mum and dad. His mum and dad wanted to visit the next day, today. And obviously for someone with an eating disorder, and for me, I really have to have structure to my day. I have to know exactly what I'm doing when. And I will talk more about that in a different video, but I need to know when things are happening and why, well in advance. I kind of knew this was happening, but I just thought I can't even go home and relax, because one event was over, and then I started to panic about this next event, thinking, Jesus Christ, what do I do? And by mistake, my partner put me in a very awful situation. He said to his parents, I'll cook you something to eat. And then I thought, well, I can't just sit there and eat nothing, can I? I can't just sit there and eat nothing. If he's going to cook for them, I'm not comfortable with other people cooking for me. And the internal panic started all over again. And I felt tears in my eyes, and I was trying to keep myself together. My heart was probably at 200 beats a minute at this point, and I thought, Jesus Christ, I'm going to go down like a ton of bricks, because the panic was that high. And then to make the situation worse, his mum just said, no, you're working all day because my partner's gone to work today, we don't expect that. And then his dad went, is there a chippy nearby? Of course I couldn't ignore him, and I was like, yeah, there is. And he was like, oh, that's great then, I'll buy chips for you, how about that? As in, they were going to bring a bag full of chips, something I haven't personally faced yet. Like, I'm just getting into structured eating again. This is just something that I cannot physically do right now, but I hope to do in the future. It's what I'm working towards. And him cropping up on my doorstep with a bag full of takeaway is my worst nightmare. And I just thought, oh my god. And rather than leaving this event being like, I'm so proud of you, Beth, like my partner was going to say, we left this event and I started to cry on the way home. I cried and I panicked the whole drive home, and it was horrible. I stressed my partner out, and I just thought, what happens if he thinks I'm just fake and he's not enjoying his life with me and away from these events? His life's awful because of me. I'm a horrible person. I hate myself. I can't be normal. I wish I could do these things. Oh my god, I didn't eat dessert. Oh my god, I couldn't eat in front of people. Oh my god, everyone thinks I'm stupid. Everyone thinks I'm dumb. Everyone must think there's something up, that there's something wrong with me. I wish I could be like his brother's partner and just be able to eat with everyone and be normal and join in, and I can't. I hate myself. I'm not giving him the life he deserves, and all of this, it was like, oh my god, my brain, it wouldn't stop. I got home and I was repeatedly going, I'm stressed, I don't know how to calm down. He was trying to reassure me, but the stress was still mounting up. Like, how do I stop that stress when in that moment? I don't know, because it just, for me, it builds up and builds up and builds up. It doesn't matter how much somebody reassures me, I physically can't calm down. But eventually I did manage to calm down, but like, panic is there today. is there today for thinking, is his parents going to bring that round? Am I going to be placed in this horrible situation? And I just wanted to share this experience with you, because it's just been rough. It's been a rough weekend and I've really pushed myself to the limits, but look, I'm still alive, didn't die, pushed myself to do these things, and it just means next time I can improve. And I just wanted to put that out there because you aren't alone if you're feeling like this, and push yourself if you can, because trust me, it's never as bad as your brain makes it out to be, but equally don't go too far, if that makes sense, like, and reach out for the support. But I just thought I'd share that because it was a massive deal to me and I've really pushed myself, and I'm still facing loads of challenges again today. So that's going to be my first challenge of today, is to just get through the day and just try and be stress free, so that my partner can come back from work and relax and not worry about me being stressed. But yeah, they are the big things that have happened, and I just wanted to share that. And I'm working today, so that'll keep me busy and occupied. But yeah, that was my bank holiday weekend. I hope you all enjoyed your weekend, and I'm going to share how I'm going to improve, and I'm going to try and do a goal a day, and that'll be lovely. And maybe even if it's like small challenges, like grabbing a different coffee with more calories or something like that, I don't know, but I just, yeah, thought I'd share that, and hope to see you in my next vlog.